What's good, everybody? It's just your neighborhood angler, Money Bass. We're out here about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. This is round 2. All right, so if you guys have seen, we've been out here. We've been throwing a jerk bait, shaky head, spy bait. We threw top water just a little bit and a wacky worm. And let me show you what we got to the boat so far. We got a good one. We got a big one. So if you guys want to win a little bit of cash for this bass, you got to make sure you stay tuned so when we get ready to order it. Now, this fish right here, this is about a 20-incher. Do you see the stomach on it? Now, that's what we call girthification. Bend leads to girthification. We got Michigan Bully Life in the chat. I guess it's just Michigan Life now, right? All right. We have about an hour and 20 minutes or so on the shot clock. So we have to make some things happen pretty fast. We're going to see if we can get about 2 more fish to the boat real quick. So let's go ahead and get things moving. We're going to roll out. And right now, I'm noticing kind of a different little trend in what these fish are doing. They kind of moved a little bit. So we're going to move too. All right, we got Broden in the chat. Good to see you. All right, let's see, guys. So we've been throwing a shaky head quite a bit, but that bite looks like it has died down. All right, let's see. I just sent a message over to the chat, so everybody should be coming over to join us in just a minute. All right, let's see. All right, let's roll, guys. We got to make some things happen. We got to make it happen kind of fast. We got kind of a long point and a flat right over here. So we're gonna stop and take a look at this and see what we can see. All right, guys, we're gonna switch it up to a jerk bait right now. And what we're doing is just trying to locate where these fish are moving to. It doesn't seem like they're shallow as much as they were before. So we're gonna try it out. Let's see what we got. Tex Noob said, we back. That's right, we back. We were gone for a minute, but we back. Okay, we had some followers coming back on us that time. Shout out to Spot Snatch. He says, what I miss? Giving a tour of our facility. Nothing. We just had to restart and come right back. Michigan says, I need to win. Well, I got a new job. I start on the 6th. All right. Well, we've been waiting for AC and Whipstick. I think Whipstick is in hiding, guys. We don't know what's going on. Whipstick yesterday said, shut her down. Shut her down. You're catching too many fish out there, Money Bass. What you trying to do? We got Eli in the chat. Oh, yeah, this water is definitely it's a nice looking lake. Nice clear water. Man, but you know what? It seems like things have just changed real quick. Yeah, so to me, it's kind of looking like the fish have started moving back offshore, guys. I don't know what anybody else is seeing, but from what I'm seeing, Spot that says mobile mechanic. I've got family in Fresno. All right, the water temp, we're sitting at 60 degrees, 60 degrees. Yeah, so it's looking like these fish have started back where at least where I'm at, it looks like the fish have started moving back offshore because they're not so what that means, I'm gonna try one more thing, guys, and then after that we're gonna change up the game plan so we can get some more fish in the boat. Oh man. All right, we got to put out an APB. See if anybody can find AC or Whipstick. All right, we switched over to a jerkbait. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Is that whipstick? He says, put that spot on the scales and let's see who wants this money. Oh, my God. All right, drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. I think Whipstick saw, we got about 14, 17 people in the chat. It's about Whipstick said, put that fish on the scale. All right, look, you heard the man. Let's go ahead and do it. Is AC in the chat? Whipstick says, yes, sir. I'm in the house. All right, guys. So, yeah, we got us a biggin. We got us a biggin. I think this fish is about 20 inches long. All right, we're going to go ahead and go into subscriber only. Let's see. All right, there we go. We're in subscriber only mode, guys. All right, Whipstick. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the measuring board for the fine people. So this fish is sitting at 19. Well, I guess we could just call that 20, guys. Can you see that? Oh, yeah, I don't have the mouth all the way on the thing. Yeah, so this fish is sitting at 20 inches, guys. So we got a 20-inch Whipstick. Whenever you're ready, are you going to open the scales? It's a good one. Texas Noob said it's time for Mask Off to show up. All right, yo, yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. It got some meat on it, too, guys. All right, Whipstick, when you're ready, go ahead and type scales officially open for the people. You see that? Look at the girthification on it. All right, once you guys see scales officially open, you have 2 minutes on the shot clock. Is Blaster still in the chat? He might need somebody to help him out. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm up to date. Let's see where you guys are at in the chat. Boom, let's see. Let's see, are we live? Money bag. All right, there we go. All right, is Whipstick still in the chat? You guys seen? Look how wide that thing is. Before it splashed, when we went and closed it up. Yeah, we're just waiting on Whipstick, guys. When you guys see Whipstick back in the chat, let me know. Once Whipstick comes back in the chat, then we'll be able to open up the scales and get it cracking. But in the meantime and in between time, as you do your thing, I'll do mine. So yeah, so the fish have definitely kind of moved a little bit, guys. So we're gonna have to move with them. We're gonna have to change strategies. Texas Noob says, "How are you liking the garment setup?" You know what? I think I'm liking it, but the problem is that I have been out. You know, I haven't had a chance to just come out and just spend some time fishing with it. All right, Whipstick says, "I'm in the building, money. Let's weigh that tank of a bass." All right, Whipstick is back. All right. All right, so the fish has already been measured, guys. It is 20 inches. Whipstick, as soon as you see me hold this fish up, then you can go ahead and open the scales up, all right? All right, bam. Look at that right there. Do you see that? That's what we call a magnum Lake Lanier spotted bass. Now this fish right here is 20 inches long. And it has some girthification on it. Bendation definitely led to some girthification. All right, Whips, when you're ready, go ahead and hit scales officially open. Or actually Texas Noop, if you got a timer, can you go ahead and open so we can get it cracking? And then we need 2 minutes on the shot clock. As soon as I see scales officially open, I'll go ahead and put it back in the live well. But look at the girth on it. This thing is huge. And it has some weight on it too, guys. Let me just tell you that. All right, I think we're about to open the scales. Texas Noop's about to put 2 minutes on the shot clock. And let's get it cracking. When you see scales officially open, you have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. If you put more than one guess, you will be DQ'd. If you do not put it in the correct decimal format, you will be DQ'd. I'm just waiting. There we go. Scales are officially open, guys. 20 inches right there of Lake Lanier spotted bass meat on those bones. All right, you guys have 2 minutes to get your guesses in. Bass Hunter just showed up out of nowhere. How about that? Bass Hunter just showed up out of nowhere. He was lurking. Bass Hunter was lurking. All right, remember, guys, you have 2 minutes on the shot clock. 2 minutes. All right, time is ticking. Looks like the guesses are kind of slowing down. Whipstick said, bro, I'm in the chat. All right, the scales are closed. Scales are officially closed, guys. All right, we're about to see how much weight that one has on it. Uh-oh. Oh, the DQ queen showed up out of nowhere and sacked the quarterback. You got now that move right there, she just came out of nowhere. You know, like when somebody's running the ball down the field and they look like they're about to make a touchdown, and out of nowhere somebody comes flying in the picture and just knocks their helmet off. Oh, she hit somebody else too. Backlash fish. Oh my goodness. She coming in hitting front hand, backhand slaps with everybody. She the DQ queen is going rogue. She is in here going rogue. She just went and knocked the quarterback's helmet off. And then the running back thought he was about to make a touchdown. She said, not today. She said, hold up, swole up. Not today. She went and knocked his helmet off too. That's right, Spot Snatcher said she lurking. She was lurking, all right. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Now this is a big one. It might be 4 pounds. It might be 4 pounds. That stomach on this thing is huge. Goodness, guys. Let me just see. Is it 4 pounds? I'm gonna go with a 393. I'm gonna go with a 393, guys. All right, here we go. We're zeroed out. Let's pop this on and pop the coil tag off. And let's see what we got. Ooh, I said a 393 and we got a 381. If you guys see it, 381. Let's get it in good focus. 381, bam. Do we have a winner at 381? Oh my God. Do we have a winner at 381? Dottie says so close. What did you guess, Dottie? What did you guess, Dottie? BMP said we did want that money. AC said no official winner and 2 DQs. AC is wilding. AC came in here wilding. She didn't say hello. She didn't say how y'all doing. She just came in and DQ'd 2 people back to back. All right, let me check something. All right, if you guys could drop a 1 in the chat if you could hear me. Spot Snatcher says, I won it. Now, Whipstick saying they all guessed 4 pounds. Spot Snatcher said he had 3.81. I'm looking in here. Let's see. Uh-oh. I don't see your thing in here, Spot Snatcher. Uh-oh. Somebody double check for Spot Snatcher, but I don't see it in there. Check out the chat, AC. Spot Snatcher, I don't think your message went through. Nope, it didn't. All right, let me see. Let's take a quick picture so I can add this into FishX Live. It was 381, right? $381. All right, let's go ahead and let it go. Bendation leads to girthification. It's just your neighborhood angler money bass out here doing this thing we call bass for cash. We got some biggins. Let's go ahead and let this fish go. Talk to me. All right, let's see how much more time do we have on the shot clock. All right, so yeah, we gotta defer to the DQ Queen. I see the chat saying that your message didn't come through, Spot Snatcher. So I don't know what's up with that. All right, DQ Queen. Jason said, did he get deleted? I don't. What do you mean by deleted, Jason? Dottie said, Jason, no. So yeah, guy, I wasn't looking in the chat, so I don't know what could have just been happening. Spot snatchers messages don't appear to have gone through. Somebody else is saying that they got deleted. I don't know. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna run and find some brush piles, because for me, I don't see these fish shallow anymore. All right, 381. That one was 381. We still have a little time left, so. All right, let's roll. We're gonna head out of here and just go to a different part of the lake now. How much time do we have? We have 1 hour on the shot clock, guys. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that this rod made it. Now this thing has some serious bendation on it. Whoo! I thought this rod had broke, guys. It had almost flew off the boat, basically. So that is a lesson learned. I need to make sure it goes inside of that slot right there. And let's put it back on here. All right, so what is the verdict in the chat? Let's see. AC says there were no messages from Spot Snatcher. Ricky Bobby says, took my nitro out of the garage Sunday. Now it's supposed to get snow. Oh no, that's terrible. All right, so what we're gonna do now, guys, we're gonna try some offshore humps. actually need to transfer some of these waypoints. But I'm just gonna take some time to kind of play around now, guys. So as you guys know, I got a new toy. I guess it's called a big boy toy, right? It's not like it's a Matchbox car or something like that. So I want to tweak this. I want to tweak my live scope and get it set up. I like to be able to see my top water baits. I want to see my baits when they first hit the water and start falling. AC says, Spot Snatcher, I'm sorry, but thank you for being a good sport. So I guess it was not verified. So yeah, I don't know. Somebody else said that they were deleted. So I'm not sure what's going on, guys. But we'll get a nutting. We'll get a nutting before the time is up. Man, these fish are sitting deep, guys. Oh my God. Let me just pull off of these fish. They're sitting down there at about 35 feet. Shout out to Spot Snatch. He says, like I said, I was gonna roll it over anyway. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know, guys. So somebody said they were having problems getting memberships. Somebody else just said they got deleted. Who knows what is going on with YouTube right now? So it looks like they're finally treating me right, putting me back in the algorithm, finally. But hey, we just gotta stay positive and keep it moving, right? So I need to go and buy some more line. I need to go and buy some monofilament. That's what I like throwing on my top water. Well, some of my top water baits, depends on what it is. If it's something that I kind of move slow sometimes and let it sit, I like monofilament line on my bait casters. And get some fish to come up on top. So you guys know how I like catching top water fish on live, so you guys can actually see all the fish coming up and exploding out there, right? So I may be rushing it, but we'll see. We shall see. That shallow water bite that I've had for the past few days, I may be out here just a little earlier than what I was before too. So maybe that's a morning and late afternoon thing. All right, so I do not see those top water fish right now. So let me just start getting used to having my rods set back up the way that I normally set them up for whenever they start going back offshore. All right, so what I'm doing now, guys, is I'm gonna take the time to kind of dial in this this live scope. So there's my bait out there at about 60 feet. guess you guys can't see it because of the glare from the sun. But I'm gonna fish this real slow all the way back to the boat. So it looked like I saw a school of fish out there sitting on the bottom in about 30 feet of water. So we're gonna fish this all the way back. Spot Snatcher says, I think we are between waves that go shallow. Yeah, so the water temp's sitting at 60 degrees even right now. We got JS Wheezy in the chat. We got Hunting Fishing says, are you in Alabama? No, sir. I'm in Georgia, out here on Lake Lanier right now. All right, let's change this up to a different type of shaky head. Actually, let's go ahead and move because we don't have much time left. So let's get this other one ready so when we get to the spot that we're headed to, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. It's a beautiful thing. All right, there we go. Got that. All right, let's pack it up. I'm not seeing what I want to see, and time is limited. a minute. What do I see in the chat? I just said, I guess I'll just go frustration out on the basses. Uh-oh, hold up. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. The queen has spoken. She says Spot Snatcher Whipstick confirmed on his end that he saw your guess of 3.77/3.81. SWAT will honor the win and give you your money. Oh my God. Shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. If you see it, you gotta say it. I need everybody to type SWAT in the chat. I need everybody to type SWAT in the chat. Let's see, guys. We need to start off with a jerk bait. I need everybody to type SWAT in the chat. Whipstick says, Spot Snatcher, there was a major lag in the system. Spot Snatcher says SWAT for the win. But yeah, but I mean, the odd thing about it though, is even with a lag, nobody else could see, nobody saw the message. All right, let's see, let's go in here. We're gonna change my depth on here. I need to figure out how to put does anybody know how to put my information back on the screen? Like the depth and stuff like that? Let's see, we're gonna go down to about 55 feet. Spot Snatcher says SWAT for the win. All right, I need everybody to give credit where credit is due. Everybody put SWAT in the chat. Can everybody put SWAT in the chat for me, please? SWAT Lawn Operations, that's where it's at. Now, I'm out here looking for suspended fish right now. Spot Snatcher says, add it to the next one. My wife has the Cash App info. She's in a meeting. All right, so Spot Snatcher is saying he's going to roll it over. So that's a $40 bill. Everybody put Spot in the chat. Put Spot Snatcher in the chat, please, if you could. I mean, he's hooking you guys up. So that next fish could be an $80 bill for somebody. He said let it roll, just like Texas Snoop did a few catches back. Spot Snatcher says he is a man of the people. As Whipstick says, Spot Snatcher said he wanted that money. He said fair is fair. Shout out to SWAT, guys. All right, so basically what we're doing, we're on the hunt now. We're on the hunt just trying to locate fish again. Shout out to Spot Snatcher, guys. And this is not looking good for the home team. So these fish have moved. And I haven't been able to find them yet. right, we're gonna keep on looking. Texas Snoop says spot for the win. Chef Boy says, I'm just saying, hey, I need some of that cheddar. He said, I need some of that cheddar cheese. What's going on, Ellis? Good to see you in the chat. Spotnatcher said, now I'm playing for the cheese. He said he ain't rolling it over the next one. Hey, wait a minute. Texas Noop, isn't that what happened with you? So I think Texas Noop actually won, rolled it over, and then won again. Is that the way that it happened with you, Texas Noop? All right. All right, let's see. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Whipstick says Spot Snatcher whipstick has rubbed off on you. Spot Snatcher said let it roll. Dottie says, Chef, we all know I'm the big pot winner. Chef Boy says, Dottie, you have that eye. Chef Boy said, whipstick cost me $40 yesterday. What happened to you, Chef Boy? Spotster says, I think you have underestimated my sneakiness. Chef Boy said, I think it's been 8 months since he won. But hey, I think it's been never months since some people have won. In the chat, who all has won Bass for Cash before? Type it in the chat. Put I won and then the dollar amount that you won. Let's see how many people we have in the chat that have actually won. Ooh, I thought we had something, guys. Y'all didn't see that, did you? Chef Boy says he won. Dottie says she's won $200. Hold on. Whipstick, did you know that? Dottie says she has won $200 total. Chef Boy says, I won a total of 60. Dottie says she had 2 wins. Bass Hunter says he's won $40 twice, so that's 80. Oh my God. How much is Post Bass Racer says I ain't one spit. All of these wins in the chat. You guys are getting multiple wins. How are you doing that? All right, there we go. There's that snot grass, guys. Man, y'all been taking all the loot. I see why. I see why SWAT was like, shut her down. Shut her down, Money Bass. What you doing to me? You out there catching 15 pounds. Chef Boy says, I'll show you money is all your setups on a medium heavy. No, sir. This one right here is a medium. So I got a medium. On this jerk bait, I changed it up a little bit. I was throwing a medium heavy, but now I have it on a medium light. This other top water spinning rod is on a medium. Let's see what I have on this side. I have the wacky rig. This is probably on a medium heavy. You have a medium heavy on my wacky rig. And then a medium light on my minnow bait. So I've kind of changed things up a little bit. I used to throw my, so this used to be, I used to throw my shaky head on a medium heavy also. It really just depends on the rod. So I like the flex on this rod. So that's why I went ahead and got a medium instead of a medium heavy. It has a little more sensitivity to me anyways, with the way I'm just used to the way that it feels whenever it's coming over cover and everything. Dottie said, don't do me like that. What they doing to Dottie in the chat? Polish Bass Racer says, I would just donate the money. Let me see, CP for more gift memberships. Okay. Chef Boy says, I see. Wait a second. See, that's why I've been losing over guessing on the bendation. You're guessing on the bendation, huh? Spotson says, I couldn't take another working man's money. But you said, I'm going to take it the next time. SWAT, let's see, Whipstick says, SWAT is going to have a long talk with the CFO, AC, and the DQ queen. We need more DQs. He said, just DQ everybody. Get them up out of here. He said, AC is not DQing enough people. But she came out of nowhere. That just like I said, that reminded me of a football game where somebody's running down the field with the ball and it's looking like they're about to make a touchdown. And out of nowhere, somebody comes flying and wham, and hits them and knocks their helmet off. Everybody was in the chat, just guessing and having a good old time. No sight, no sign, no anything of AC being around. And she didn't say hello. She didn't say anything. She just came right out and knocked your helmets off. Chef Boy said, like Jason Voorhees just showed up when you least expected it. I just looked over there and didn't see anything. When I looked again, I was getting DQ'd. Spot Snatcher said she came off the sideline. She was like, oh, no, not today. Not today. Man, who came up with the name the DQ Queen? Whoever did that must be a genius. Because she will hit you with the DQ in a minute real quick. Does anybody know who came up with the name the DQ Queen? Because I'm telling you, they got to be a genius. Shipboard said she came out like the special ops. Said just popped her head out of the water, sniped somebody, and just went back under the water. You know how them special ops do. They under, you just looking out at the water, you don't see anything, right? Then you just see a head come up. Two shots, and the head goes back under the water. What did Patricia say? Patricia says DQ does roller derby as a side gig. Oh, just be knocking people over the rails, huh? Just knock them out of the ring. Ricky Bobby says, arguing. I don't know what spell check thought I wanted to spell there. All right, so I came out here to this, oh, okay. I see some fish coming into the area now. I see some fish coming out here now, guys. Let's see if things will change up a little bit for us. Oh my God. That fish went in there and just broke my, oh, I had a fish come in and just hit it and just broke my line off at the knot. Now that's terrible. It shouldn't break off at the knot, guys. So that was user error, but that fish hit hard. I actually saw the fish on the screen headed straight towards it, and next thing I felt that tap and it was just gone. It just took my whole bait and everything. Ah. Now we got to hit it back with another Alberto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 one way. Then we'll go back 7 the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what I try to do is just keep the knot inside of the same grooves. 7. And just take it right back through that initial loop. I wonder if I actually nicked the line whenever I was cutting my cutting the leader off. I mean, cutting the tag ends off. Because actually I hadn't caught a fish with that with this setup today or yesterday. So it's possible that maybe I had already nicked the line. But who knows? It's a fish down there running around with my bait. Probably already spit it out. After all that, ran all the way across the lake, got to a new spot, finally found some fish, got the bite, didn't even get a chance to set the hook because the fish probably wrapped it around something and just broke it immediately. All right, what are you guys saying? And let's see. All right, you guys said it's buffering again. Let me check and see. All right, are we good now, guys? All right, I think we're back, guys. Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. Well, I can hear me, so I'm pretty sure that you can hear me too. All right, appreciate that, Polish Bass Racer. All right, let's hit it with a quick polymer knot. And I think we have, today is Tuesday. We have a little bit more time left on the shot clock. All right, so we're changing things up a little bit. Man, that was terrible. I felt the tappy tap, and when I felt the little tick right after that, I felt the tap and a tick. And that tick was not feeling good. It didn't feel right. All right, let's see. 250 says, are quick clips instead of direct tying considered lazy? No, sir. I use those on crankbaits and different hard baits like that I'm going to, I know I'm going to be changing out. Bass Rachel says, any fish in the box? Nope, we've already weighed. We had one fish. It was 381. We weighed it and let it go. Patricia said, check your drag. Oh, the drag is good. The drag is good. I want to give him a little bit of drag. I like the fight. The fight is fun. So I give him a little bit of drag. I have it set to where it should be, if it's pulling drag, it should be at least a 2.5. Shipboy says, about to take my woman fishing for the first time next month. Oh my God. All right, look at that. A milestone. A relationship milestone. How about that? Bass Fisher says, wife and I fish a color ABA league sometimes. Oh, okay, wow. Okay. So she's hardcore then if she go out there and does that. Patricia said, have you smelled any crappie beds? I don't know what a crappie bed smells like. Does it smell like Cheetos? Patricia's a diehard fisherman. She said she just go out there and sniff the air and be like, oh yeah, it's crappie season. She said, you'll know when you smell them. I guess I don't crappie fish enough for that. Oh no. Not the dreaded wind knot. Right when I needed to make the cast. Patricia says the water's still in the 50s. No, we're sitting at 59 degrees. A little earlier where I was at, it was sitting at 60 degrees even. All right, nothing. All right, let's go check one more thing. And then we're about to call it quits. Actually, you know what, guys? Wait a minute, what is that? What is that? All right, let's run to another spot real quick. All right. And look, we're back on the hunt, guys. I'm going to go ahead and close it out. But I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. We give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations for coming in, doing their thing. I guess he couldn't say y'all didn't want this money today. Spot Snatcher was like, hey, hold up, swole up. I know what I seen what I saw when I seen it. And big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations for coming in and saying, you know what? Hey, I went back and I was able to see it. There was a lag. It was a delay. But somehow, one that was able to see it. Nobody else could see it. I couldn't see it. AC couldn't see it. The chat couldn't see it. But hey, good deal. And big shout out to Spot Snatcher for rolling it over. So that means there's a $40 bill on top of the regular winnings up for grabs for when he come back out here. So I don't know what the weather will be like tomorrow. I'm going to stay out here for about another 10 minutes, guys. I want to play around with some of these sets and things like that. It'll be kind of boring for you guys to just, you know, be there just listening to nothing. So I'm going to do that for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to head in. I'll be back tomorrow. If not, until next time. FishXLive.com. Just click on the Anglers tab, search Bass, and go to my Journal of Catches, and you'll see all the catches on FishXLive.com. All right, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one.